One of the most frightening and memorable scenes from the motion picture Alien is when Brett, an engineering technician played by Harry Dean Stanton, goes looking for his furry orange tabby named Jonesy. In the dark, wet catacombs of the commercial towing vessel Nostromo, unfortunately, the 7-foot alien xenomorph has another idea. And welcome back to another video in a series of aliens, ghouls, and monsters on Scale Model Kit Review Monster Mania. This would be the 1/3 scale Right by Sean Kyle Studios, and this is a masterpiece produced by Sean Kyle, and it is titled Right, and of course it depicts Brett from Alien. I can tell you that Sean Kyle is a fantastic sculptor, and this is your traditional molded sculpture. It's not 3D printed. It's not available as an STL. This is only available through Sean Kyle Studios, and I'll put a link down below on how you can contact him and reach him. He has a Facebook page, and that's primarily how you can get a hold of Sean Kyle, but he does fantastic work here. I'll go ahead and show you some of his previous releases that he's come out with, and these are fantastic. So I'll be right back. And there you go. I did say they were fantastic, and they just are. So if you're interested in anything like that, and if they're still available, contact Sean and he'll let you know. I'm very fortunate to be able to have this piece. So of course the bill comes separate with him, and this is a 360 view. You can see the xenomorph is wrapped around his body. The detail with his hair, I mean, he really portrayed Harry Dean Stanton to the T with this. It's fantastic. I remember this scene from the movie, and it totally frightened me. Who would ever want to walk through those catacombs of that ship alone, knowing what's going on with these xenomorphs running rapid throughout the ship? But that's fantastic. Also, the other portions of the kit you'll receive is, of course, Jonesy, the cat, the orange tabby, and that's fantastic there. And you can see in the photographs that I am showing you that he is actually underneath Brett in the sculpture. The other part of the sculpture here is the tail of the xenomorph that wraps around the backside of him. His cigarette, little tiny cigarette there. His right hand and arm, beautifully sculptured there. And the stand, display stand, everything fits in place. The Brett's body and the cat all fit on the top of this base, and of course Sean Kyle signed it and numbered it. I have kit number 21. I'll give you close-ups just here real quick. And here's a good view of his face, the hat, the Nostromo patch on the hat itself, backside. Very nice. As with most sculptures you'll receive, they will need a little bit of cleanup on your part as a modeler, and that usually is not a problem. This is a solid resin cast piece. So look at his clothes he's wearing. The biggest thing for me to duplicate on this will be his Hawaiian shirt, obviously. The pattern there, but not much is showing, so that might be easier than I think. But he is wearing his uniform, the space suit there, right? Very cool. And then the xenomorph. Look at the detail there. I mean, wow. I mean, to pull that out of a mold is very tough to do. So once again, a lot of this cleanup will be required from previous pulls. There's extra stuff showing. There's a few holes that might need to be filled, but they're no big deal because they're on the back side, and it's the part you'll hardly ever see. The cat will be covering this area and all that too, so not much will be seen there. With my OCD, I will fix those, and that can be done with some epoxy sculpt or some magic sculpt. So very nice. The detail is superb and really second to none. Here's the display stand, and see if I can show you what would be considered the front of the display stand. So that's considered the front right there. So all the sides are different. Okay. And once again, the front. Of course, he sits down inside here along this edge here, and then the cat is going to be over there. Once again, it actually says I got kit number 22. The certificate says 21. So I know I caught Sean off guard a little bit when I requested this, and he shipped it out to me very fast. Great customer service, so I highly recommend that from Sean. He does a fabulous job there. Bring over Jonesy, and here's Jonesy, orange tabby, and you can see there's a flat spot here. That's where Brett leans up against. See if I can show you that, kind of. Right there's another flat spot, and of course Jonesy's going to go on top, and he's going to be underneath on the stand, just like that, peeking through, right? He sees the xenomorph and gives a big hiss. Yeah, and then Brett wonders what the heck is going on. He turns around and... But let's look at Jonesy a little more here. Very detailed. So that should be fun painting up. I never painted a cat before, so that's going to be fun. And here's Brett's arm. I went ahead and put metal rod on it because I'm going to pin him eventually. And You can see the details inside the sleeve. Very nice there. Okay. Hand and all that. Here's the tail of the xenomorph, and that will slot right in. That looks good there. Cigarette, showed you that earlier. The bill, right? So we have the salad on top, right? Decorations there. That'll be fun to paint up. Now remember, this should all look wet after it's painted, because remember, he stands underneath the water there. It's coming down and it completely soaks his hat, and should appear wet. So let's bring him over and let's slot that in just like that. And like I said, that's gonna need just a little bit of filling, but not much, because you want to have that natural seam there. But fantastic. I mean, the texturing and everything is there. It's gonna need a little cleanup, but cleaning it up's not gonna hurt nothing. You can take some epoxy sculpt and remake those lines of the hat. So that's fantastic. I'll be right back. I hope you enjoyed my review of Brett from the movie Alien, and the sculpture, remember, is titled Right. 1/3 scale, all solid resin bust from Sean Kyle Studios. I will put some more photographs of the process that Sean used to create this fantastic sculpt right after this video. Head over to Just Paint It. Jerry over there also has this. He's the one who first got it and brought my attention to this sculpture, and I contacted Sean right away, and I had the sculpture in my hand within a week. Fantastic service from Sean, and thank you very much for that. But like I said, head over to Just Paint It. Jerry over there is phenomenal with his painting. I've learned a lot from him, especially when it comes to skin tones and painting with pastels, and he does a fantastic job there. He also has fantastic giveaways, and you definitely want to watch his videos, because he is giving away sculptures all the time on his channel. So check out Just Paint It, and tell Jerry over there I said hello. I put a link down below to Jerry's channel, Just Paint It. So if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for all video upload notifications. So with that, let's look at the photos that Sean used, that he put out there on this sculpture. And happy modeling, everybody, and take care.